Hello everybody, and welcome back to Demo Reels. Today, we are taking a look at Colony Ship, a post-Earth role-playing game. I don't exactly remember what you're supposed to do in this game, but we're going to find out. What? The default, okay, dying is easy on your hero, okay. I mean, we can do the underdog. It's just a demo. What? Honestly, for this demo, we're just going to select a pre-made character. Okay. Oh. Okay. Lazarus. Huh? Are these faces AI generated? They kind of look like it. This looks kind of awesome. What about this guy? What about this guy? Okay. Warrior, pistolero, captain. Okay, let's see. Could swing a club like a caveman might seem old-fashioned in the 28th century, but it's still a very effective way to communicate your displeasure to other primates. This is a great opening sentence. Just be the Ooga Booga caveman. Use smoke grenades and thermal goes to play thermal to play hide and seek. Okay, but pesky bullets away from you. Okay. Then we have the pistolero, pretty much the exact opposite, I would assume. Fast shooting and fast talking. You can tackle problems in different ways. How about an energy shooter? Okay, throw flashbang grenades to stun your enemies. That's all nice. You're way out of trouble. You'd lose an opportunity to practice your combat skills. Yeah, that makes sense. Party. You prefer diplomacy and science to more vulgar pursuits. With high intelligence, you will level up faster and excel in more areas. With high charisma, you'll have no problem recruiting a full crew of companions and commanding them in battle, should it come to, or avoiding combat entirely. Ah. I see. I mean, the caveman is pretty funny, of course, but I think I want to go with the pistolero for now. What's can change things? Okay. Hair. Interesting little character creator here. You can barely even see it. Well. Okay. How about, I don't know. We don't have particularly long hair though. How about this? Looks kind of like what the guy in the photo has. I say photo, but it's probably, again, they look kind of AI generated. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Tattoos? Ah, face tattoos, yeah. I'm not a big fan of face tattoos. Yeah, there we go. Okay, scars, don't need any. Oh, we can take a look at them. Yeah. Okay. Clothing color. Oh, hold on. Red suit, huh? No. And a couple gloves. Okay, we're going to pick the pistolero. And we're going to start the game. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's an RPG. Okay. It is the year of our Lord, 2754. You will never feel the sun's warmth under a blue sky, never hear the wind in the branches of a tree, and never swim in the ocean, because you had the misfortune to be born on the ship. You have never seen Earth, and you'll never see Proxima Centauri either. Your past and future, both sacrificed by some dim and nameless ancestor to the greater good of the mission. Starfarer, they called her. A pretty name for a retrofitted interplanetary freighter. She had already been 20 years in service when she was rechristened, and showing every minute of it. No one is certain the ship will actually reach its destination, and nobody much cares, since no one alive now will live to see it. Fatalism is the prevailing philosophy of the shipborne. Make the best life you can and consign all your what-ifs and might-have-beens to the void. Damn. Not really a particularly positive outlook on the future, but okay. The ship was launched by a neo-Christian conglomerate dedicated to establishing a religious colony on a distant world. The original 50,000 passengers, the so-called first generation, were true believers in the mission. They sacrificed whatever lives they had on Earth and demanded strict obedience to the laws of God and the ship from their children. Unfortunately, the generations that followed lacked their forebears, not forebearers? Whatever. Fervent will to sacrifice. And dissatisfaction led to open revolt against the authorities, called the Mutiny, and the Mutiny metastasized into a civil war. While the mutineers dealt a decisive blow to the old order, they did not eradicate it completely. When the fires died and the smoke finally dissipated, 3 factions emerged from the wreckage of the old order: the Protectors of the Mission, the Brotherhood of Liberty, and the Church of the Elect, each of them promising their own version of the future. You've always thought that rebelling against the ship authority was a mistake, the environment itself is hostile enough to human life, and order is always preferable to chaos. The mutineers did the right thing. Why should the shipborne blindly bow to the edicts of their centuries-dead ancestors? Though they would deny it, the mutineers were fulfilling God's will when they toppled the old order. All shipborne bend to God's will, just as all events proceed according to His plan. Who cares? You've got enough promise right now without fighting over history with a bunch of fanatics. I mean, honestly, okay, I'm with this. Like, it's whatever. We can't change it anyway. There we go. In fact, you would go on to say, 1. The farther away they all stay from you, the better. 2. Revolutions have never enlightened the burden of tyranny. They have only shifted it to another shoulder. Ooh. 3. We cut off 1 Hydra head, yet 3 more took its place. Next time we'll do it right. Yeah, I would say this. Oh, Jesus Christ. The ship suffered extensive damage during the Civil War, but remains operational. The hull was breached in several places, and frantic efforts to avoid a meltdown crippled the main reactor. Radiation increased in places to lethal levels. Oh, excuse me, I yawned. As always happens when I read something, I don't know why. And several areas remain dangerous to this day. When a small percentage of children in the habitat were first born deformed, they were branded mutants and immediately shunned. The young were abandoned, and those whose effects didn't manifest until later were driven out. With the condition of the fusion reactor degrading to dangerous levels and the number of volunteers for jobs in areas exposed to radiation remaining few, the mutants negotiated a pact with the habitat, granting them protection from harassment and violence in exchange for the maintenance of the engines and other vital ship systems. You've always thought that the mutants are an abomination in the sight of God. We should have eliminated the twisted kind when we had the chance. Ah, Mass Effect Renegade playthrough, huh? The mutants prove themselves useful by taking care of the reactor. Who is better to be exposed to radiation than those already affected by it? We're all God's children, even those with webbed fingers or deformed faces. Are you so beautiful that you can shun them? In saving the ship, they saved the world as we know it. Their debt can never be repaid. If anything, we need to embrace the possibility of mutations as critical to our survival in a strange new world. Ostracizing fellow humans based on genetic differences is wrong. Hopefully, our descendants will live in harmony in the future colony. Okay, basically saying racism bad. I mean, yeah, but hopefully our descendants will live in harmony in the future colony. That's not going to happen. We all know this is not going to happen. Maybe we should do this. The place you call home is known as the Pit, and to some more affectionately as the Free City. Calling the towers of containers rising from the depths of a cargo hold a city is a bit of a stretch, and so is the other half of it. With no kind of law or government, freedom mostly means you're free to kill or be killed. On the plus side, housing is cheap, and keeping overhead low is a priority when you have nothing. Nice. At least the apartments are cheap and affordable. Even this dystopian hellscape does it better than the real world, at least in this regard. Damn. The real city, a metropolis sprawling across many decks, is called the Habitat. It offers much better living conditions for those who can afford it, but to live there you have to pick a side among the factions vying for control. Nobody in the pit gives a damn about their struggles, but like Earth before it, nothing in this world is free. Just keep in mind you might get more than you sign up for. As far as you're concerned, true freedom means being free from laws passed down by your supposed betters. Some kind of rules are necessary, or else we'll descend into anarchy. If freedom means living in an interplanetary shipping container and sleeping with a gun under your pillow, these pit dwellers can keep it. Personal freedom is a luxury the shipborne cannot afford. To serve the state is to serve your brother, to serve your sister, and to serve yourself. Why can't people understand that? But who wants to serve the state? Am I right? So... yeah, we're going to play as a kind of rogue. Ooh. The ship is en route to Proxima b, an Earth-like planet orbiting Proxima Centauri. After launch, a deep space probe transmitted highly detailed images of the surface, which revealed one minor setback. This very habitable world is already inhabited. Since the voyage is estimated to take close to 400 years, it's possible that by the time the ship arrives, the colonists will encounter a mature civilization, corresponding to Earth's late Middle Ages, if that's the case. What setback? Though unanticipated, slaves will provide an excellent resource for the colony. Ah, yes, the renegade pleasure. We'll make every effort, within reason, to accommodate the savages, setting aside clearly demarcated zones for them to pursue their own lives. Oh no. It's this type of game, huh? We must make every effort to live in harmony with the new world's native sons and daughters and learn all we can from them. We will be guests in this new world, living among the local population and accepting their culture and traditions as our own. Honestly, this would be nice, but... yeah, let's do this. As inevitably happens in dark and challenging times, some people turn to God for reassurance, the promise of an end to pain and hunger, or failing an end, at least a purpose. The Church of the Elect rejected both the protectors of the mission and the Brotherhood of Liberty as worldly fools, distracted by politics and their own egos. Teaching their adherents that they were chosen by God, the Church frames the journey of the ship as a centuries-long test of faith. We all face a series of difficult trials, yes, but with a very definite end. When the ship arrives at her destination, Judgment Day awaits every citizen. Oh, it's a doomsday cult. The righteous will be welcomed to the promised land of Proxima b, while the unrepentant will be returned to the hell from which we fled. Earth. I mean, okay, that's a pretty fitting description. To suffer for all eternity. Man, they have it all figured out. Religion, the way you see it, religion is the opium of the people. Or, it doesn't matter if God exists. People need to believe in something bigger than themselves. Or, faith has always been mankind's greatest strength and defining trait. We must preserve it at all costs. Or, Honor he who was reborn, and you too shall be reborn in the new world that waits at the end of our long journey. Come the dawn. I got a better question for you. Why not serve the Omnissiah? You know, why not believe in the machine spirit? I mean, you're already inhabiting a giant ship. Might as well be nice to the machine spirit, just saying. Just saying. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick this. Okay. The Protector's one truth is the mission, and the sole way to ensure successful completion of the mission is to follow the old ways. Oh god. Geriatrics. The ways of the fathers, forefathers, and founding fathers are together the beam upon which the ship travels to our ultimate destination. The mutiny, which through their steadfast and timely intervention was thankfully aborted, was the ultimate betrayal of the old ways and of everyone who had come before, the nullification of every sacrifice and every life dedicated to the mission. Sworn to regain control of the ship, the Protectors will subjugate anyone who threatens the mission. Over the last century, they have managed to expand their enclave somewhat, but the Brotherhood is deeply entrenched. To overcome them with violence would result in a massive loss of life, an unfortunate consequence which itself would endanger the mission. Instead of embracing the future, the Protectors are clinging to the long-gone past. They're a problem, not a solution. The Protectors should be more flexible if they want to attract more people to their cause. The Protectors are right about one thing. The mission is more important than our petty struggles. If it fails, then all the sacrifice was for nothing. Born and raised on old Earth, the Founding Fathers were wiser than any shipborn. So how can we question the path they've laid out for us? To stay on this path, we must stand with the Protectors. Yeah. Times change. Let's pick this. Man, you have to... Like, if you really want to engage with the RPG systems, there's a whole lot here. Obviously, I don't know how much these choices here actually affect the gameplay. I couldn't tell, but at least on surface level, there are a lot of options here. The Brotherhood was formed to liberate the people from the shackles of the ship authority. Their first sally, which the fossils of the old world called mutiny, did not completely achieve this aim. However, the Brotherhood was successful in establishing themselves as a significant power in the New Order. Unfortunately, the Brotherhood's subsequent attempts to complete their emancipation of the enslaved, wherever they may be, ran into an unexpected obstacle. Not only did the people refuse to cooperate in this noble mission, they often violently resisted, and sometimes even chose the Protectors of the Church over their own best interests. The war goes on, but will be fought on different battlefields and with different tactics. A non-military campaign to win over the people through reason and deceit, weakening the enemy from within, is the central pillar of this new strategy. To survive, we must evolve, and the Brotherhood is merely an agent of change that drives this evolution. He who fights monsters should look into it that he himself does not become a monster. Looking into the abyss type of thing. The Brotherhood did end the tyranny of the ship authority, giving us a choice on how to live our lives. They shouldn't try to take this choice away now. The best slave is the one who thinks he's free. They will thank the Brotherhood later for liberating them. Damn. Yeah, you're just stupid. You just don't know any better, okay? Maybe this. Okay. Your beliefs and opinion may change and evolve over the course of the game as you interact with factions, groups, and various individuals. Keep in mind that actions speak much louder than words, and that saying one thing and doing another won't fool people for long. Yeah, I hope not. Okay, let's go. Chapter 1. The Pit. Ever since you were a kid, this has been your home. A sprawling heap of vacant cargo containers, slowly getting filled up with those who couldn't afford to stay in the habitat, or needed to get away from its bosses and factions. Out here, folks have lived free and died fast, with those who survive earning their keep by either diving into the wreckage of mission control and bringing back valuable relics of the past, or figuring out a way to make money off the fools who did the diving. From the day it sprang up like a patch of mold on this rich substrate, Pit has been overshadowed by Jonas Redford, the canny, cagey son of a bitch who planted its first spark. The de facto mayor of a town with no government, Jonas holds court in the Promised Land, the Pit's only brothel, and the base of operations for his network of thugs and whores. But as the Pit has grown, Jonas's seat at the top has gotten shakier. When the Brotherhood of Freedom threatened to annex the town, concerned citizens banded together and hired the Regulators, a mercenary gang led by Jeremiah Braxton, to keep the Brotherhood out. But now, as Braxton's gunmen swagger under the neon lights, some folks have started wondering whether it's time for the Pit to get a little law and order, and whether Braxton might be the right man to wear a sheriff's star. Okay, cool setup. You open your eyes to a grey, whole metal ceiling, one panel of which flickers yellow, indicating day shift. You overslept, not that it matters. With a grunt, you roll off your stained mattress and open the window to let some fresh air in. Like everything else around here, fresh is relative. The ship does its best to recycle air and water, but cargo holds aren't high on her priority list. You breathe in metal and burning oil and look up. 4 of the bridge's 6 projectors are still operational, shining dully down the container towers of Cargo Hold 3, better known as the Pit, the Free City. Calling the Pit a city is a bit of a stretch, but so is calling this reddish-brown liquid water. You've read that water is supposed to be clear and cities are supposed to be big, but no shipborne has ever seen either. Maybe in another 100 years, water will look and taste like oil, and people will be talking about the good old days when it was the color of rust and tasted refreshingly bitter and tangy. That's the kind of optimism that keeps you going. The elevator crawls up a groove in the cargo hold's wall, like a black steel bug that's worn a path traveling to the bridge and back. It's time to get up there and earn a few credits. But first you need to drink. For the last few years you've been doing odd jobs for Tanner, a local hustler with a nose for making money. He's never tried to screw you over, which is pretty close to being virtuous in this town. Still, there's a first time for everything. Okay, Whiskey Jack is added to the map. Meet Tanner in a nearby bar called Whiskey Jack. Okay, don't forget your gun. You never know when it might come in handy. Rusty pipe pistol. Bolt action pipe rifle. Makeshift shotgun. Shoddy. I want to see the bolt action. A backup weapon, perhaps? If you run out of bullets. Camp knife utility bar. Camp knife, I would assume. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, you move around with right click. Okay, it looks very cool. This honestly reminds me of Underrail. That's a cool game as well. Party inventory, loot. Ah, okay, this is loot. Okay. Inventory? No, that's... What? Oh, now I'm getting a the tutorial window confused me. Okay. Okay, that's self-explanatory pretty much. DR projector. Work at your protective sleeves. Okay, interesting. I have 15 bullets with this gun. I see. Okay, so you interact with things with left click. But you move around with right click, I see. Can you turn the camera? Reload is not required. Okay. I don't know if you can turn the camera around. But let's talk to Xavier here. Another day, eh, Lazarus? Says Xavier, raising a cup of the black blend of chemicals that has passed for coffee aboard the ship for at least a generation. Looks like it. Any big plans? I got a job on a diving crew, says Xavier, taking another sip. They lost 2 men last week, so they hired me on the spot. Must be my lucky day. Which crew? Sullivan's, down in mission control. It's like a maze down there. Sealed doors, corridors, entire decks. They cut the power to kill the auto defenses, which didn't make things easier. Now there's a demand for divers who can open doors the old-fashioned way. Sounds useful. Can you show me the basics? Ooh. Sure, if you pay me for my time. Let's say 200 credits. Trust me, you'll make your money back in no time. I have 1,000. Fine, let's do it. Select a person to receive training. Lockpick training will call... Yeah. Yourself, yeah. Okay, a little bit of increase. I can show you the basics. The rest is up to you. See, this log over here. Okay, interesting. Talk to neighbor. Okay. I'm done with this fucking town, says Charlie, his eyes empty and lifeless. 2 years I've been here, and what do I have to show for it? Nothing. I hang in there, buddy. So are you gonna be fine? Leaves. What are you gonna do? Go back to the habitat? Guess so, nods Charlie. It doesn't seem so bad now, the habitat. Don't know what I was thinking. Take care, Charlie. Yeah, you know, we all make mistakes. Biorecycler. Okay. These biorecyclers break all organic matter from waste to dead bodies gathered each morning into simple organic compounds and mineralized nutrients, which the ship turns into end tabs. It's a circle of life. Man. Oh. A couple of local junkies are loitering near the entrance to the alley, probably waiting for the next victim. Yeah, you know what, we're going to approach. Whoa, says one of the junkies. Look at you strolling like you own the place. He shakes his head. It's our territory. You got to pay me first, and then you can be on your way. All business-like, see? Okay. Kill him first to even the odds. Do I look like an easy mark to you? You dumb fuck. Initiative bonus. Kill him. Critical strike. Okay. I have critical strike 4. Oh my god. Killed him. Nice. Your lunge is clumsy, and any experienced fighter would have seen it coming a mile away. Lucky for you, it catches the junkie by surprise and he goes down, moaning. Kill the other one. Okay, combat tutorial. Okay, hold on. Initiative, the turn order. Where can I see the initiative? Oh, over there. This is the initiative. Okay. You can click on the any. Okay. Doing the. You can activate a defensive gadget during the placement stage before the. Okay. The effect duration will be reduced by 1 turn. Use an ally. Okay, this is initiative. Can I change a weapon? Yeah. 56% to hit. Out of range? What? Regular attack. Aimed at head? 60%. Flurry. Special effects. Does it cost more? Ooh, I can arm at specific body parts. I see. Okay, that's pretty handy. I mean, if we aim at the hands, he can't attack us anymore, right? Probably. Minus accuracy, yeah. Ooh, okay, that's really interesting. You can't do that in Underrail. Where's your characters? Oh, okay. Defensive gadgets. Oh, I have to start combat first. I see. Yeah, this is fine. Maimed, okay. Where do I see my... Oh, there are my action points, okay. Okay, I've wounded his hands, so let's attack the legs next. Ah, I don't have enough action points. Okay. End turn +4 evasion, yeah. Only grazed knee? Crippled, fuck. Okay. Missed. Wow, okay. What? To see the attacks available. Oh yeah, I already figured this out. Thank you, thank you. Ah. Crippled, nice. We're going for the torso. Big mistake. Okay. What? There are many factors in weapon's quality and range. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Ooh, nice. Reaction attack. Okay, not that much damage, but... Crit? Man, this is Britain Simulator. The way we're just shanking each other. No! Ah! Sorry, I didn't want to do that. Fuck. And a grenade? Well, I don't have a grenade yet, but... Reaction attack. Nice. Oh! Okay, the camera... Nice. Cool. Okay. Utility bar. Worker jacket. Oh, these items stack. Okay, that's really good. That's really, really good. Okay, the other guy didn't have anything with him. Is this thing better? Mini bladed. AP cost 5-1. 4%. Grace reaction. Oh yeah, this thing is better. Nice. Okay. Utility bar, blunt weapon. Not now. Not now. Regen. How many of them do I have? Rapid cellular. Okay. Strength. Condition. Dexterity and perception probably. Reduced by 1 for the duration of combat. Taking another still will increase the penalty. Oh man, okay. For the duration of combat. Do I only have 1? Stimulant, $100. I would assume I only have 1 of these. Biotech skill of the medic. Open the party management machine to use them. Okay. Okay, I can't use it from here though. I can only unequip it. Okay. Could I have gone somewhere else? J. Moore appraisals. Okay, using WASD to move the camera around is a little bit easier. Heater. Portable heater to shield the future colonists from cold. Turns out it works just as well in a cold cargo hold. Fuck the habitat, yeah. Steel pocket. Oh, pickpocketing is a thing as well. Let's talk to the food vendor. As you approach, the woman turns on her makeshift grill, a metal plate resting on 2 crates above a simple burner. "What can I get you?" she asks. One look at the unappetizing mass of recycled proteins sitting on the grill is all it takes to dissuade you from the special. She points at the vat with some kind of tear-inducing steam seeping out from around the edges. "Today only, $3.50 for a fried New Yorker." A New Yorker? She opens the vat and fishes out a chunk of gelatinous flesh. "Look at this beauty. I boiled it in vinegar to remove the slime and toxins. You want it well done or medium?" Maybe later. Okay. Oh, is this the bar? No, there's Whiskey Jack. Okay. The Promised Land, there's the brothel. Okay. Okay. Can you turn the camera around? I don't know. I don't want to try stealing any pockets because, you know, I might be a pistolero, but I don't want to be unlawful. Camp Town this way. Talk to Moore. "Jericho Moore, at your service," the appraiser says with a quick nod. "How may I help you?" Depends on what you do. With a practiced motion, the appraiser conjures 2 electronic modules. The casings are old and covered with rusts and corrosion. The markings that could identify them faded away a long time ago. One of them is C210, worth 700 credits in the pit, 1200 in the habitat. The other one is an L5, common as dirt and just as cheap. You'll be lucky to get 5 credits for it. If you're confident in your ability to tell them apart, you don't need my help. Otherwise, I don't have anything worth appraising yet. Yeah, currently I really don't have anything. I'm just a poor wage slave. Fine clothing and armor? Well, let's go to Whiskey Jack and talk to Jack. What can I get you? Okay, every single person we've talked to has this profile picture almost, I think. What can I get you? The bartender has spotted you looking over the assortment of unlabeled plastic gallon jugs, each with its own unappealing liquid in some shade of brown. "We got gut warmer, rat poison, high voltage, firewood, and absolution. Special on the rat poison right now. Every 3rd round is free for as long as you're able to drink it." So, hey, if you don't die, you can get one for free. Nice. Rat poison it is then. The ship provides the basics of human survival. Recycled air, recycled water, and end tabs. Recycled nutrients and minerals pressed into chewable tablets. They taste like cardboard, but they're free. Those who desire the finer things in life, like synthetic meat with a side of algae, have to pay. Because the forefathers disapproved of drink, the ship was never configured to provide alcohol, but the law of supply and demand supersedes the dictates of religion, and everyone's favorite vice is widely available. Each bar has its own secret recipe. The wise drinker prefers to leave it as a secret. The bartender gives you a nod, and as he sets a beaten alloy mug on the bar and fills it with black, oily liquid. You take a careful first sip, fighting your body's instinctive rejection of poison, and wait for the familiar warmth to spread through you. After a few moments, the world is a slightly better place. Any work around here? Well, since you asked, there's this fella owes money to just about everyone in the area. The name is Jedediah Walker, but he just goes by Jed. Balance owed is 1,200 credits, including interest. If you manage to collect, you got 250. How does that sound to you? Jed Walker name sounds familiar. I can tell you he runs his mouth faster than he runs up a tab, and that's saying something. Jed claims to have traveled the ship from stem to stern and made deals with every type of merchant, fanatic, and scav known to the void. How such a world-wise entrepreneur ended up living in a rusted old container furnished with discarded packing materials is a mystery to me. But I just serve liquor and never claimed to be one of the big brains around here. Where can I find him? Ask around in Camptown. Start with the local bars. Okay. Pickpockets? No, I don't want to do that. Okay, Tanner. I've got a job for you, Lazarus, says Tanner, gesturing for a drink. Interested? Ugh. What kind of job? An easy one. Tanner pulls a plastic rectangle from a compartment inside his sleeve and slides it toward you. The card is old and worn. The color is long faded, but the raised print on the front is still as clear as the day it was stamped. A2. That's Armory, Level 2, the holy grail of every scavenger on the ship. During the mutiny, the rebels looted every depot on the first level, but the automated defenses on the second stopped them dead. Literally. Those same turrets have dissuaded every scavenger since. Is it real? Is it real? Repeats Tanner, mimicking a look of disbelief. Son, if you don't have the stones for it, just say so. Don't insult me. Every scav worth his salt has been searching for this card for decades, but you're the one who found it. I have my ways. Tanner's smile revealed stained, uneven teeth. You see, I wasn't looking for a long-lost access card, since I'm not a fool. I was looking for Technical Officer Ulysses Colton. Tanner pauses so you can show your admiration for his savvy. Let me guess. He had the card and you alone figured it out. Not quite, says Tanner. I alone figured out how to find a man who changed his identity and died in obscurity nearly 100 years ago. I have a feeling you're dying to tell me. Tanner pulls a battered energy pistol from his belt bag and passes it to you. This is his sidearm. He changed his name, but he couldn't change the serial number on his gun. Once I found the serial number, the rest was easy. His granddaughter sold the pistol 20 years ago. Okay. Are you sure the card still works? Only one way to find out. Tanner grins in an unnerving way. Go see for yourself. When you come back, we'll have a proper conversation. Alright, so here's the big question. Why me? Tanner is silent for a moment, as if deciding how honest he should be. I can't do it alone, and I don't trust anyone else. Keep the pistol, consider it an investment into our enterprise. It's not gonna be an easy trip, so take your time to get ready, you hear me? Do you have any idea what might be there? Whatever it is, it'll be worth a lot of money, Tanner says with certainty. We hold out for the right buyer and we'll live like kings the rest of our days. Oh, there was again, sorry. I'd feel safe if I had someone to watch my back. Take Evans. I saw him at Abe's store earlier today. The dumb bastard almost shot me. Sounds like the right man for the job. Okay, we have a couple quests now. Talk to Evans, find Jed, and travel to the Armory. The Holy Grail, that's our main quest. Do I have a map? What? Oh, this is the fast travel screen, okay. Camptown, the outer gate. Whiskey Jack. Medbay, Abe's store. Apartment for rent. No vacancy. What's that? Home, comfort, quality furniture. Okay. Fuck the habitat. Fuck Garth? Oh no, Earth. Main Street, zero tolerance. Power station. This is where we started out, pretty much. Yeah. Medbay. Church of the Elect. Ah. Frank Boswell, gunsmith. Cole's gadgets. Okay, I'm curious. What kind of gadgets can you get in this game? The name's Cole, says the proprietor. A dark-skinned man in his 40s, sporting an optical implant and a data jack. What can I do for you, friend? Ooh. Oh, man. What do you sell? What the sign says the man, pointing at the door. Cole's gadgets. Whoa, what kind of gadgets? Grenades are my most popular item. He produces a dented metal cylinder the size of your fist. I've got the plain old flashbang, gas, smoke, anything you need. They aren't as fancy as the relics, but they sure can get you out of a bind. What do you mean by relics? Old Earth toys. Time warp gizmos, brainwave disruptors, pulsed alternators, all that science magic. Unfortunately, it's all in limited quantities. Even if you find someone who knows how the stuff works, there aren't any facilities on the ship to produce it. Time warp? The laymen call it a stasis field. Point it at someone and the illusory experience we think of as time will slow to a crawl for them. Brainwave disruptors cause debilitating hallucinations. Pulse alternators will fry any electronics that aren't shielded. The ship is safe from this sort of low-level sabotage, but be careful not to set one off near your own toys. Now, what else you got? Combat tech and implants. He taps the data jack on the side of his head. The good stuff, extracted with care and rehabilitated for my more moneyed customers. Extracted, huh? You know they don't make new ones, so where do you think they come from? Now take a look at this beauty. Cole dangles a small ball made of some smooth, shiny substance from a bundle of ultra-thin, translucent wires. As it slowly pivots, you see on its reverse side a much-worn barcode and brown spots that look like dried blood. Excellent pedigree, says Cole. Four previous owners, no registered complaints, and still performs up to factory specs. It's a basic model though, which is why I'd be willing to practically give it to you for 200 credits. Oh, what is it? Cole shows you the recessed lens on the underside, the pupil of the device, ringed by an impossibly blue iris. This is a third-generation alternatics module. This particular unit's not too sophisticated, but it's upgradable like all the best tech and has autofocus, which comes in handy in a firefight. Mentioned time warps. Ah, okay, we already done that. Interesting. Bionic eye. Tap into the 25th century. Okay. Implants can be installed through dedicated machines you can find inside medbays. Oh, this is a bit like Cyberpunk 2077 then, yeah. I mean, we could use an eye implant, yeah. Okay. I don't really need this thing, though. 4? That's not a lot. Do weapons have, like, quality? Not quality, degradation? Like, do they get broken? Can I pull one? Can I move one of them, not both? No. Ah, wait. Ah, this is how you do it. Okay, okay. Alright. What happens if we go to the medbay now? Medbay, let's go. I want to install the eye implant. Hello? The woman stares blankly as if lost in thought while her metal-capped fingers move across a keyboard that isn't there. You can see she's jacked in with a long translucent cable running from her half-shaved head to one of the machines. Finally registering your presence, she unplugs the cable from her head and her eyes come into focus. Are you the new doctor? I've been trained in the healing protocols, if that's what you're asking. The woman says impatiently, waiting for you to get to a point. I'm looking for work. Ah, little shop of horrors, okay. Well, I do have an errand that needs running. A fella by the name of Jimmy Brewster sent word that he has something for me. He owes me 500 creds, so it'd be better be some quality biotech. If it is, bring it here and I'll make it worth your time. If it isn't, I'll deal with Jimmy myself when he shows up here. Okay, where is he? When he's in town, he rents one of the warehouses in Camp Town. E7, I think. Okay, can you fix me up? Fix up, huh? Something else? Browse the wares. Oh, wow. Aggro stimulant. Okay. Install you have to do it yourself. Okay. What was this? Welcome to Quick Fix 3000. Please be advised that you hereby waive any and all rights and claims arising out of or relating to your augmentation and due release and discharge, zero downtime, and all its affiliates, agents, attorneys, predecessors, successors, and assigns for physical or psychological injury that you may suffer as a direct or indirect result of your participation in the aforementioned activity. Thank you for choosing a zero downtime product. Well, your well-being comes first. It doesn't, but I accept. Okay. Please select device. Heart, synthetic heart. Upgrade implants. Bionic eye. We have that one, right? Yeah. Yeah, we have that. Install bionic eye. Without causing severe physical nervousness. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. The machine injects you with a long expired anesthetic to impulses to allow the drug to kick in. Unfortunately, time has made the anesthesia sluggish, and the time gets back to work faster and your nerves shut down. A stabbing pain almost instantly blossoms into agony. You'd scream if you could, but all you can do is gasp like a fish. Then the pain stops all at once, as if your nervous system was simply taken offline. Abject darkness. And when you can open your eyes, even seeing is a kind of pain. Every light white hot, every edge razor sharp, every detail like a needle in your retina. This is the world in excruciating clarity in which you now live with radically enhanced vision. Damn. This is crazy good. It's the wrist. Wait, does it not cost anything to do that? This artificial heart features increased pumping capacity, is much more resilient than the feeble organ you were born with. The built-in filter scrubs a wide range of toxins at a very high rate, making it popular with people who find themselves exposed to dangerous industrial contaminants or chemical weapons. Ah, I was about to say, but I don't have that. Okay, so this is not what you just can install just out of nowhere. You actually need the items first. Okay. Upgrade? Yourself. I cannot upgrade anything. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay. Well, at least we have the eye. Church of the Elect. Solomon. Of course he's named Solomon. Have you come here to find your purpose? The preacher asked by way of welcome. Either the church has fallen in rough times or they deliberately chose a minimalistic design. The only ornamentation is an oversized metal cross welded to the back wall. Two deacons flank the altar, a featureless metal oblong, and look on impassively. The submachine guns cradled in their arms suggest theirs is a militant faith. What purpose would that be? Doing the Lord's work, of course. How else would we prove our devotion to the Lord? How else would we end our trials and arrive at our destination? Okay. No. I want to ask him that, actually. Is it a fancy way of saying you'd like me to hire me to do a job? You can say that. Well, it actually worked, frowns the preacher. One of my deacons was taken prisoner. I want him back. Is there more to the story? I sent him to James McNeil, the preacher says reluctantly. If McNeil and his crew were to pay the church a tenth of what he makes from his scavenging business, people would take notice. Others would follow his example. You're lucky McNeil didn't use your deacon for targeting? You think shaking him down will make you popular? It's not a shakedown, the preacher says irritably. We are offering him the spiritual boon of serving the Lord, and potentially more practical support. Such an arrangement will demonstrate that the Lord holds sway in even the darkest zones. Strength is the only language these people will understand. Okay, what happened to your deacon? McNeil's holding him, a man of God, prisoner. I want him released, the preacher says angrily. I want restitution. I'll see what I can do. Okay. Man, we are really collecting quests here. And none of these quests are marked in any way. You just have to talk to people to find out. That's pretty cool. Okay, there's Camp Town. Yeah, fine clothes and armor. Gunsmith. I want to talk to Frank before we go into Camp Town. Because I haven't talked to him. Looking for anything in particular? Asked the storekeeper with an unconvincing smile. His face is unshaven and smudged with oil. I'd like to buy a gun. The wise decision, says the storekeeper, nodding approvingly. What kind of gun do you fancy? Ooh. Pistols, maybe? Accuracy requires a long barrel. It will slow you down a bit in a fight, but gives you a big advantage in a distance. If you want to unload in a hurry, use a revolver. A timeless classic, but less accurate at range. If you're the sort of person who can't stand to lose an argument, I suggest our third option. Extra barrels. Awful slow to reload, but if you empty all 4 chambers in someone's face, you should have the rest of the day to do so at your leisure. Ooh, okay. Browse the wares. Ooh. Oh, old Betsy. Ah. It's not even that expensive. It's only 80 bucks. Guns are not very expensive here. The most expensive one is this one, Pipe Dream. Okay. What kind of ammo do we use, by the way? I have an energy pistol. Fuck, I don't... this ammo we use, what is that? 5.56 ammo. 1 bullet is $3. Man, guns are much more affordable than in Underrail. In Underrail, guns are pretty expensive. And so is ammo. Okay, can I... Okay, how many can I... I don't know if it's wise to spend this many credits, but... Yeah, 30 bullets is fine. Energy pistol. Ammo type cells. Does he have cells even? Shells? 9mm? No, he does not. Okay. Thanks. Well, at least we got a couple bullets. That weren't too expensive, I think. Okay. Now, our next objective would be to go into Camp Town, I think. And, nobody cares about the 2 guys who just got killed here. Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah, I mean... Why would they, right? So, usually, we're at the end of our little demo reel session here. Ooh. I don't have lockpick 2, I think. But honestly, I want to do a second part, because, there's a lot of reading in this game, which makes sense, it's an RPG. Lots of dialogue, and I want to see a bit more of the combat. So, ooh, Main Street, 0 tolerance, yeah. So I want to do another episode. Ooh, that's cool. And maybe not next week, but the week after that, you know, just so we can shake things up a little bit. So anyway, thanks for watching. I am very interested in this game. This is pretty cool, and apparently you can have a real squad around you and not just one person, which is also nice. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna catch you in the next one, and in the meantime, you know, feel free to watch whatever project you know you like on the channel. Whatever. What's the saying? Whatever tickles your pickle. I'm just gonna call it that. Whatever tickles your pickle, feel free to watch. Be my guest. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna catch you in the next demo reels, hopefully, or maybe in another project. I'll see you around, folks. Bye bye.